All right, first and foremost, give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and his son, the Hamashiach, some call Yahweh Shai, Yeshua, Yehoshua. You mostly know as Jesus Christ. Got another video here, another situation with a pastor. Has some serious accusations and has turned himself in to the authorities. Just go over this story. We don't have much information, but we'll, y'all willing, we'll continue to follow this story to see what happened. But one of these things we want to glean from this is how not to get ourselves in these situations, even to the point of just the accusation. You want to keep yourself away, especially when you're dealing with a system that's unjust. You want to keep yourself as much as you can away from these situations. The little hats, they have fence laws, and sometimes you may have to put fence laws into place within your body, within your organization, to keep certain things like this from happening. I'll talk about that after the video. But let's go ahead and watch these clips. Fair use, fair use.
Community. He calls himself a mentor. Tonight, he is facing a serious sexual assault allegation, and police are asking anyone with additional information to come forward.
The work of salvation ain't our work, it's his work. Hear me on this.
Dr. Ronnie Goins is a popular preacher, twice published author, social media figure, father of three. Today, he turned himself into the Tarrant County Jail after the Arlington Police Sex Crimes Unit obtained 2 warrants for his arrest. Police will only say last month a woman made a, quote, outcry.
It was something I was supposed to point out here. You see that?
Into the Tarrant County Jail after father of 3.
Your pastor dressing like this, it's not a good sign. I ain't telling you all of them like that, but this is just one of those warning signs. He got the Louis Vuitton sweater on with the skinny jeans and the off whites. What that brother name? Man, I forget that brother name. Brother that passed, man, with Kanye West, but he was doing those off whites. Your pastor like that, man, dressing like that, coming to church, teaching like that, 50 plus years old, that's a little warning sign for you. I ain't saying all of it. I ain't saying you gotta just pack up, but keep your eyes on the joker like that. Keep your eyes on him.
Today, he turned himself into the Tarrant County Jail after the Arlington Police Sex Crimes Unit obtained 2 warrants for his arrest. Police will only say last month a woman made a, quote, outcry, which was reported to the department. Detectives opened an investigation into Goins and, in consultation with the DA's office, moved forward with criminal charges. He faces 1 count of sexual assault and another count
of indecency. I was trying to see what that goes into.
In Arlington, and he's in jail this morning, as our Cleo Green is in our newsroom this morning with more. And
fairly good sized church.
We know that a woman came forward to police making those accusations. Cleo?
Yeah, Mark, Carey, investigators, they tell us that Dr. Ronnie Goins turned himself into the Tarrant County Jail after the Arlington Police Sex Crimes Unit obtained 2 warrants for his arrest. Police say he's now facing a very serious sexual assault allegation. The 51-year-old is the founding pastor and the lead pastor of the Koinonia Christian Church. It means fellowship in Arlington. That's according to the church website. He's well known online and in his community. He's also a father of 3. Right now, police.
That's interesting. Also, your father of 3, so he must be a single man. We can speculate to say, hey man, this is a single brother. Maybe raising 3 children on his own, or I don't know what the situation is, but they noted that he's a father of 3. But they didn't note that he was married, so I would speculate that he's not married.
Police have only shared that last month a woman made a, quote, outcry.
A woman made an outcry. That goes into that Deuteronomy 22, that sister making an outcry. Then things have to be judged. when there's an outcry made, um, and it has to sit before, and you need witnesses, etc. And this is why I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna tell you at the end of this.
Only shared that last month a woman made a quote outcry, which was reported to the department. Detectives, they opened the investigation into Goins, and in consultation with the DA's office, they moved forward with those criminal charges. Investigators.
So this seems like he's gotten to this point just off an outcry, just off, I would say maybe her words saying that he did this to me, got him in this situation where he's had to turn himself in to the local authorities. Being that he is a pastor, it's made the local news, and we're even here talking about it on YouTube.
Right now report that he faces one count of sexual assault and another count of indecent assault.
Indecent assault. What is that? Y'all hit the comments, all my detectives.
This morning, there's still a lot of questions that need to be answered, and we're still waiting to hear back from church leaders as well. All we know right now this morning, which comes directly from the Arlington Police Department, is that information we shared, and we're definitely going to update you as we learn more online to this developing story, online and on air.
All right, y'all. What I got to tell you is this. Don't be, especially if you are a leader of any organization, don't ever be somewhere one-on-one with no sister. Don't be in no situation where you got a one-on-one with a sister, where y'all are in the room alone. That should not be. Go find you a witness. Don't be counseling no sisters on no one-on-one. Don't be on the phone trying to counsel no sisters on no one. I tell you, when I get, y'all willing, we get another school, and it's gonna be a wall of partition. If I'm gonna be heading it, it's gonna be a wall of partition between the men and the women. Because and I seen even GMS, they'll say, hey, well, no women. They don't deal with the sisters. Like, they don't want women inside of the group, saying this because it's caused them a lot of issues within those organizations. And it ain't that it's the women, it ain't just the women, but it's just men's flesh also. Men's flesh, man, that flesh get riled up like never before. You didn't know that flesh could get riled up like that. And not saying this brother did anything. These are just allegations. A woman cried out, and not to downplay her cry out, because something could have happened. And she did the right thing. If something did happen, she did the right thing to cry out. And again, a lot of times the cry out don't have to come. I think it said it was a month prior. The cry out ain't gotta come initially. Sometimes that cry out, you just realize, like, wait a minute, something done happened to me, man. That wasn't right. That didn't sit well with my spirit. Sisters get counsels from other sisters and end up realizing, yeah, sister, you that was that situation. That was a rough situation. You may need to go to the authorities. Those situations can come out. But how do we keep ourselves out of these situations? You need some fence laws. Don't be one-on-one. Men, elders, do not be one-on-one with these sisters. Always have you a witness that is around. All right? Now, if you with the foolishness and you really out there trying to do stuff like this, then what he's alleged of doing, then you ain't gonna want to have no witnesses around. You ain't gonna want to have nobody around. You gonna want to do them one-on-ones. But for those men who are of right standing, because there can be situations of church hurt or organization hurt, you know, because they left the organization. Now they got a bad mouth and they trying to do something to get back at you. It's gonna be hard for them to do that when you're in a situation where you have things documented and you have eyewitnesses always around, that you're never around these individuals one-on-one where someone can cry out falsely against you. So just keep that in mind. That's just the spiel that I want to give from that. You know, everyone's supposed to be or presumed to be not guilty until, you know, they sit in front of that judge. So I'm not here to say the brother did anything or not do anything. I'm just trying to give some information on how we cannot get in this situations, because sometimes it don't matter. You know, you got to protect yourself. Sometimes it don't matter if you didn't do it or not. She can have enough information, you can have, and you not have enough information to clear your name. Man, jokers, you know, we see this all the time. People get locked up for these cryouts that be done falsely. I seen this one athlete that one brother that played football, man, lost his whole career, lost his scholarship, all this foolishness over that. And the sister lady later comes out and recants her statement and all of that. But, you know, the brother already done faced his judgment. So you want to keep yourselves out of these situations. Don't be doing them one-on-ones, brothers. Don't be doing, especially if you are the leader of an organization. You courting a sister or whatever that means. Make sure you always in public places. Don't even drive together. If you are part of that organization, don't even drive in the same car. Y'all meet up there and leave in different cars. But you just gotta put certain fence laws around you, because these situations can have you, like, again, this brother, not well known. Who knew this brother? I ain't know nothing about him. I'm sure a lot of people didn't know nothing about him except those in that Arlington area. Which Dallas, you know, which Texas just in general just got a whole bunch of mega churches, a whole bunch of powerful pastors that are in that particular region. But now you're known for the wrong things. Now your ministry is on the news, but it's on the news for the wrong things. And again, we're not saying that he did it and he ain't do it. We're just saying that we have to make sure we don't get ourselves in these situations and how to protect ourselves. Make sure that we got lawyers. Make sure that the paperwork and everything's correct. Pray this thing was edifying. Y'all be blessed. We'll see y'all on the next one. Shalom.